three major secrets that real estate investors use to multiply their wealth, their investment. Three major secrets. With over a decade of satisfying clients, practicing actively real estate, and attending to clients, I've noticed there are three major things, among others, that smart real estate investors uses to multiply their real estate investment. The first is that they know how to buy timely, they know how to get the right properties. What I call timely real estate investment, buying at the right time, the right location, and the right properties. The proper real estate investment, they know how to do that. All right, because not every land is good for investment. You agree with me that every genuine land is good, you can buy it to keep, maybe you want to build there, but when it comes to investment, there's only one thing in your mind: it is profit or nothing else. So when you are buying for investment purpose, when client calls us, we always ask, why do you want to buy the land? Is it for investment? Is it for industrial purpose? Is it that you want to live there? You want to just tell us the purpose of the purchase? That will help us guide you. So when it's investment, there's only one thing in our mind: it is purely profit. It is profit oriented. So what we do for clients, what our smart investors do with our help, or of course with the help of the right company like Modesty Real Estate, is that they go for the right properties at the right places in the right time. Okay, so how do we do that? There are several properties for sale, you agree with me, but not all the properties, first of all, are genuine. So going for the right properties, you won't want to buy a property that has land issues. You won't want to buy a property that is under acquisition, that means that has a government, that government can later come and claim the land. And you won't want to buy a property that another person will come and give you issues. So you have to buy the right property, then at the right locations. Location is very, very important in real estate investment. So smart investors knows how to buy a fast developing areas. Remember, the only reason why you are buying this real estate is to make more money. So there is what is called the rate of development in a particular area, or what we call developmental factor. So in buying real estate, you have to check the factors like access road, like security, like light, and many other developmental factors that you have to consider. These are key things that smart investors consider. For instance, 2 years ago, I reached out to our investors concerning a particular place in Ibadan called Agbor. That when they were about to tie that road, I reached out to some of them to get a land, and some of them needed even in some rural areas like Olonda. Some of them got the land for as small as 700,000. All right, just 1 year after, when they finished tying the road and they did the street lights. And of course, Akuba is one of the most secured place in Ibadan, because it has the armed barrack is there, the army barrack is there, and it has other forces there too that guarantees security. So when we reached out to them, some of them gidded and they bought the land. After 1 year, places that they bought for 700,000 like Olonda, now we are selling it for 1.52 million naira. Imagine that kind of return in investment, more than 100% return. Why? Because they were able to buy at the right time, in the right places, and the right properties. So you may ask yourself, how are you going to know all of this? Because now you want to invest, you want to join the smart investors. You don't have to stress yourself. This is why Modesty Real Estate is here for you. You don't need to stress yourself. All you need to do is tell us how much you have, tell us where you want to buy the property, the city you want to buy the property, and you go and sleep. We make it available for you. We ensure that it's a property that can give you the right return, and we reach out to you, you make payment, and you own your property. And of course, one other thing the smart investors take advantage of is buying distressed properties. Remember, I said right property, right location, and right timing. So that right timing has to do with buying distressed properties. There are times that people want to get rid of their properties because they need money urgently. Like 3 months ago, a particular person reached out to me that the visa was out, reached out to us in the office, and the visa was out and needed the money urgently to to pay for the visa, a property that was worth 8 million naira. 8 million, over 8 million naira value, as this particular value given by professional valuers. Okay, the person was ready to collect 3.5 million. Can you imagine that? That kind of profit is amazing. 3.5 million naira, ready to collect that. All right, and as I talk to you, we have offers like that people are pressuring. They are looking for who has the money. So if you have the money, we have distress offers for you. Every day we receive calls. Of course, not just every property that we market. We ensure that we do our search. We ensure that the property is genuine. So we have our modalities in place. We have our legal team that does investigation for any property before we market it. But I'm telling you, one way that smart investors multiplies their money in real estate investment is by buying the right property at the right locations in the right time. So you have 5 million, 10 million naira, 1 million, 500,000 in your account as you're watching this video, and you're thinking of what to do with it. Reach out to us. We have distress offers for you. We have sure ways that can guarantee your return. All right, another way that people multiply, that smart investors multiply their investment, is by investing in non-traditional real estate. What people know as real estate: land, buildings. There are other non-traditional, the ones that are not too common. You can buy a complex commercial real estate. For instance, you can even buy shops. There are persons that will have shops that they want to sell it. Buy the shop, then you get guaranteed return. For instance, recently, earlier this year, we had a complex that was built in Ibadan, and it was available for lease. This is a complex in a major location that the minimum rent you can give it out is 500,000 per annum, 500,000 to 1 million naira. And the people that were ready to lease it out for 20 years at the rate of 150,000 per annum. 20 years. You see, that kind of investment is uncommon. It's non-traditional. Imagine if you have that kind of money, you lease that property at the rate of 150,000 for 20 years, and you start renting it out for 500,000. That kind of the profit is amazing. So smart investors, they look out for such opportunities. They look out for such non-traditional investment opportunities like commercial real estate investment, and they put their money there, and you see that it gives a lot of returns. So remember, you don't need to stress yourself looking out for this when you have the right company that can do it for you. So join the smart investors. Don't keep your money in the bank when you can multiply your money. So these are major ways that smart investors multiply their money via real estate. So thinking of what to invest in, thinking of what can really give you good return, reach out to us at Modesty Real Estate Ltd, and we are available to serve you and ensure that you get the right properties for the right return. Hope you gain value. Hope you learn something. Remember to subscribe to